Hello, my name is Brittany coming to you live from the Eats Flash newsroom. It is told that guests should be greeted 30 seconds after entering your establishment. However, that wasn't the case for the well-known and loved Wynn restaurant in the Falls. It actually took my party of 4 about 2 minutes to be noticed by the staff. Since we were not acknowledged, it took even longer to be seated, leaving my group confused at the entrance. No sign was present, so we were unknowing if we were to seat ourselves or if we needed a server to seat us.
And I'm reporting from beautiful Niagara-on-the-Lake today, and we have a guest star with us. Please welcome Nina from Goody Foodies Incorporation.
Thank you so much, Now. It's an honor being here with you as a Eat Flash today.
Today we'll be looking into the all-you-can-eat Japanese restaurant Wynn. This restaurant is located in Niagara Falls, just shy of Lundy's Lane. Now back to you now.
Recently, the employees of the Eat Flash and our guest Nina made a small trip to Wynn, and let me tell you, it was quite the experience. Now Nina, you've been to lots of places to eat. What do you think makes Wynn special?
Well, what's great is Wynn is that it's a Japanese restaurant and you know everyone loves Japanese cuisine. And what makes it better is that it's an all-you-can-eat establishment. So you can eat as much as you want. And what sets Wynn apart from any other all-you-can-eat restaurant is their ordering mechanism. As most restaurants, you would receive a menu and then take it up with your server or write it down on the given paper. But at Wynn, they give the guests tablets, which lets the guests view each product with pictures and details of each item.
That sounds amazing! Now, let's shift to our focus director on arriving on the restaurant. Monica, were we greeted quickly?
No, we were ghosts.
Thank you for that, Monica. Were we seated immediately?
Definitely not. It sucked.
Is she always like that?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Now, let's talk about our table. Let me tell you, it was amazing. We were escorted to our booth, which could fit like 4 to 6 people, and the staff got rid of any extra placement setting immediately after we seated. And our main server greeted us as soon as we sat down, although he did not give me his name. What do you say, Monica?
Great.
Also, our server explained the tablet ordering system to us, which makes so much sense. 3 or 5 minutes later, he came back to take our drinks while we wait for one more friend to join us.
That friend was a little late. It was Monica.
What'd you say?
Nothing! Anyways, let's give you a preview of what we have discussed this far into our news report.
Let's get into drinks.
I love drinks.
And what do you think, Brittany?
I do love drinks. Our group's first drink was water, which was received in less than 3 minutes. Some of my group's glasses contain specs, seen right here. Once we were confident with what we wanted to get, we ordered it on the iPad. Monica and myself decided to try some alcoholic beverages. Sadly, when the server came back to ID us, he only ID'd Monica. This resulted in him having to get back again to make sure everyone was of age that was drinking. Ironically, I received my drink first, even though he ID'd Monica before me. This was in the 5-minute time slot, however, Monica didn't receive her drink until about 3 minutes after I received mine. Both drinks were fairly easy to make, so it was unknowing of why that situation happened. Nina ordered an iced tea, which was immediately brought to the table once the server confirmed our order. The second round of drinks Monica and myself ordered were the same as the first. Mine came to the table first, while Monica's drink sat at the bar. It was annoying again why this was left there. It was a cold drink and should have been a priority to bring to the table to maintain consistency and overall standard of look and quality of the beverage.
That's disappointing.
I'ma kill him.
Now we will go to Now, who will be discussing the servers.
Yes!
Thank you, Brittany. Since we decided to go to Wynn, the servers were not accurately able to suggest appetizers because it is an all-you-can-eat restaurant. In replacement with that, our server actually suggested that we shared what we ordered. For the people who don't know, you actually get charged for any leftovers you didn't eat during your stay. Servers only really come to the table to confirm the order that gets sent to the kitchen. However, when explaining the ordering process, he did go over the Wynn's Niagara Falls special section on the iPad. Since it is more iPad-based ordering, it is difficult for the staff to suggest beverages as they all appear in front of you with a visual image attached to a description. Well, at least the food we ordered got served pretty quickly, which exceeded my expectations.
But did you notice something wrong about the whole ordering and serving process?
What do you mean?
The pictures didn't match what we received for some orders. They didn't say which dishes were which, so in the end it was super confusing which orders were what since we were bombarded with so many dishes at once. And on that note, they also didn't warn us about potential hot plates. Nina once ordered dumplings, which were served in a bamboo basket on a regular plate. When I attempted to pass it to her, I couldn't, because it was so damn hot.
But quality-wise, the food was superior.
Yes, agreed. They provided us every condiment that we needed. But how was the service overall?
I have to say, it's a hard no from me for quality service.
Alright, do you mind explaining your reasoning why you think that?
You see, the servers were so quiet that I could barely hear them, even though they were standing right beside me.
I think so too. They were so shy and reserved. Also, most of them has a very serious face and they rarely smile.
Oh my god, I just remembered that they didn't ask us if there was anything we didn't like about the food.
Well, there you go. That right there shows you that the server didn't go through the proper etiquette every server must do to give good customer service and satisfaction.
I agree with that. 1000%.
Jesus Christ.
Let's now discuss the ambiance and environment. Nina, would you like to explain to our viewers?
Gladly. The ambiance was alright. The servers blended well with the environment as they all had black uniforms. The servers were attentive, they maintained eye contact with guests, and they were very well behaved. As for the restaurant itself, it could have been a little bit better. There was no music at the time, and it was lunchtime, so there was a lot of chatter. At one of the side stations, you could see all the wires for the charging stations, for all the tablets, with post-it notes nearby, making it look very unorganized. The walls and ceiling were clean, although there was some damage on the ceiling, was kind of concerning, but the design of the ceiling would divert our eyes away from damage. Now the floors were mainly clean and clear of debris, but we arrived on a snowy day, so it's hard to maintain the floors to be clean 24/7 of salt and wet snow. Overall, the ambiance and the environment was mediocre.
Thank you for telling us, Nina. For the bathrooms, the service didn't tell us where they were when we seated, but you could visually see them. And now let's take a bathroom break with Monica. Thank you for the Monica. Our order process went very smoothly. Our appetizers and main dishes came like 5 to 12 minutes, which is very quick. Although the food comes to our table, we were unsure of who ordered what. Our waters were constantly being refilled and monitored. Condiments were placed as soon as the pairing dish was brought to our table.
Oh yeah, just like how the tempura sauce came with our tempura shrimp.
Yeah, exactly. And sadly, our server didn't check on us constantly, which is a tragedy.
Thank you, Nell. Now let's get a look at how our food looked. They had amazing plating, presentation, everything was cooked to perfection. The only downside was that most of the items on the menu did not match the picture that was present on the menu. There was also a lack of details for each item on the menu, which is a little bit saddening.
Okay, so overall review, how was our experience as a whole? Let's start with Brittany.
So from my experience with Wind, it's typically not for everybody, just because with the environment, with all you can eat, not a lot of people prefer that type of dining. For the building from the outside, there is exterior lighting, however, it isn't very apparent from on the street, which kind of deteriorates some tourists or even locals from even venturing to that establishment. In that same sense, their sign isn't very evident, so it's really hard to find their establishment, which is found on the kind of outskirts of Lundy's Lane, which is a high traffic area, so it's very easy to miss. In the same sense, it's in a great area for tourists as it's by the falls, so it does have a really big market it can grasp. For the establishment, it's all you can eat as we have discussed before. It's about $20 with 99 cents plus tax, and you will be paying for your own drinks, however water is complimentary. So overall, my experiences was really good with the establishment. However, I did think the servers and their etiquette could be a little more solidified towards the customer satisfaction that they could give to somebody.
That's true. I feel like if we only focus about the food and not the service, and our conversation is not bad of an experience. But then we did notice everything about their service, and that I don't think I would go there on my own anymore. Well, if I got invited by my friends, I probably would.
I agree as well. The food was alright. The sign of the washrooms could have been bigger since it was in the dark. But it's got nice up-to-date amenities and a huge mirror that is perfect for a selfie. And talking about the decor, since it's a Japanese restaurant, I thought they could have had more cultural decorations. And speaking of the price, since I'm Japanese and know the standards of real Japanese food, so I thought the price was set a little bit higher.
How about you, Monica?
It's
Thank you for that, Monica. Now, Nina, would you like to explain to our viewers how we ended up finishing at our dining experience at Wind?
Certainly. There wasn't a designated area for jacket prior to departure. No coat check, no coat racks or hooks or anything like that. Although there was some space in our booth to place the coats around our backs. And lastly, we were thanked for dining at the restaurant.
Thank you, Nina. Now on to the billing process, which actually went extremely well.
I have to agree with you. The bill was present immediately after we asked for it, and the servers brought candy, which was great, and brought the machines for our cards.
Yes, our cash was dealt with after the machine, and we all got our change perfectly.
So lastly, we come to leave Wind, which was a breeze. Servers cleaned vacant tables just after about 1 to 2 minutes after the guests had left, which was pretty good time, which also maintained the cleanliness of their establishment. We were also thanked for staying as soon as we left, leaving us content and happy. Well, that's all, girls. Nina, I just want to say personally thank you for coming on to our show.
No, thank you for having me.
Alright, that's all folks. This is Now from the Eat Splash, and we hope you have a good day.
Bon appetit!
Bye.